LIU Wagner 7-7 at halftime. St. Francis and Stonehill 3-0 Stonehill first quarter.
That game is at Robert Morris.
Yes,
too,
it is.
by the way.
So
on
it's
senior day.
Bus ride.
Yeah.
Walking distance almost. No, not quite.
All right, 3rd down and 7 on the 28. Olsen has his man O'Brien fighting for extra yardage, but it's only going to be about a 4-yard pickup. Let's see if Elijah Howard comes back into the game here on 4th down. He does.
Manageable 4th and 3.
They did convert on 4th down previously. So ball on the right hash. Micah Heck comes into the game at tight end. Howard lines up in the backfield. Wadley at the bottom of the screen. Olsen hasn't run the ball yet. That's Williams in motion. Olsen on a 4th and 3. Looking left. Now over the middle. Has his man. It's Wadley who spins his way inside the 20-yard line for a first down. Donovan Wadley makes a big play.
Well, he just came from the slot and just prancing over the middle. And an easy target, an open target for Brady Olsen to make the completion and another first down. Blue Devils, this is the drive they really wanted with 7+ minutes to go in this first half.
Wadley checks out. Paul Marsh in for him. Also Elijah Howard to the right. Trovarelli in motion. They fake the handoff to him, setting up a screen for Howard. Dangerous play, and Elijah Howard hauls it in.
Yeah,
but it's a 2-yard loss.
Isaiah Deloche trying to get out there and make a play.
Good job by Mercyhurst, though, that time, Mark.
Oh, and Isaiah Deloche got up and then came back down again. Big fella out of Shelton on senior day. Oh, you hate to see this.
This is the 3rd time we've seen the training staff for the Blue Devils out.
And he's up.
Yeah, he's walking up.
He may have a Charlie horse. Do they still use that term? I mean, he's holding his left thigh. You know, maybe he took a knee or something in the thigh, and
yeah,
is it?
I think I have a Charlie horse every morning.
With your breakfast.
All right, but he will. Yeah, he comes out of the game. But anyway, that was a nice job by the Laker defense. That could have been a
3-yard loss.
Dangerous play. 2:37 left. Blue Devils with 3 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout. That's a loss of, say, 3 now. 2nd and 13. Trips to the right. Ball on the left hash. Howard to the right of Olsen. They fake the handoff to him. Over the middle. Ooh, a lot of contact there. The pass was caught by Trovarelli at the 15-yard line. And he was.
Well, he had a guy on his back.
Yeah.
He had a defender on his back. Look at that.
Well, I think
pretty solid coverage. If you think about it, that was Jaden Allos.
And it was definitely a catch because Ryan Remedio is questioning whether or not there was a catch or not. But it's going to be the 2-minute timeout anyway.
And another 3rd down. There'll be the third down. For the Blue Devils in this drive.
Well, they also converted 2 4th downs, too.
Yes, twice on 4th down. But 3rd and long of at least 7 yards, 3rd time in the drive.
You've got every option in the book, though. You've got 3 timeouts remaining, right? So, and you know, right now they can talk it over here. So you can use the clock is not an issue at all.
Mercyhurst called this timeout too, so they'll be down to 1.
No, 2-minute timeout.
Oh, the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah. So, yeah, they have 2 timeouts remaining also. And again, as Mark mentioned, Blue Devils will get the ball to begin the second half. But all the options you have, you get 3rd and 7. Even if you pick up 4 or 5 yards, you can call timeout or rush to the line of scrimmage. You could actually run 2 running plays.
Oh, sure.
Run the ball twice. Blue Devils led this one 7-0. And Mercyhurst went up 14-7. Blue Devils tied it at 14, and Mercyhurst now with a 7-point lead. The Lakers trying to share the league title. Only their 2nd year, not eligible for postseason. They could also have a 500 record.
Isaiah Deloche walking a little better now, but he is going over to the medical tent.
All right, trips to the left. Olsen in the shotgun. Pardo at the bottom of the screen. Micah Heck in the game at tight end. Olsen barking out signals. The senior in the end zone. Hauled in. Touchdown. Michael Trovarelli. Boy, those two are really communicating well in these last few weeks. How about that? How about that gutsy call, Mark, on 3rd and 7?
And a tremendous throw from Brady Olson. Trovarelli in between in the coverage. Does a great job getting into space. And how about placing it over the linebacker right into Trovarelli's arms? They're BFFs nowadays.
Great job getting that replay up a couple times. Important extra point. Hennessy bangs it through, and we're tied at 21.
Well, that was a tremendous throw. Brady Olson, the senior, just throwing a perfect spot. And Trovarelli getting open. Watch. He gets in between the zone coverage there. The linebacker can't get deep enough. The safety can't get in quickly enough. And Trovarelli with another huge touchdown grab. He has become quite the target as a freshman out of Bunnell High School in Stratford.
Now leading the Blue Devils in touchdown receptions with 4. And Brady Olson with his 14th touchdown throw of the year.
What an answer for the Blue Devils. More than 5-minute drive.
Yeah, but this kickoff becomes huge right here, right?
Sure. Well, and the defensive set for the Blue Devils here in the final 154. Mercyhurst with 2 timeouts.
Jason Woods is deep.
No huge wind gust to speak of.
Johnny Askew also, but it's a short one, and Askew takes it at the 15-yard line, almost tripped up. Askew still on his feet and gets to the 23-yard line.
Well, pretty good coverage by the Blue Devils there. Anytime nowadays you can keep a team, inside the 25 with the rules.
You've mentioned a few times, really no wind to speak of here in this game. But Mercyhurst still now with, and they're going to, obviously, with 2 timeouts left and Central getting the ball to begin the second half, they're going to go after it here. 2 timeouts left, 1:48 left. Rodriguez in motion, over the middle. Pass is caught. Davison to the 29-yard line. Won't use a timeout here with still 1:35 left.
Good call against a Blue Devil blitz.
Second down, ball on the 30.
Hall racing to get off the field in time. Urena hands it off. Rodriguez has a first down. See if they use a timeout here. The clock will stop momentarily with 1:20 remaining. Ball out to the 36-yard line. In the hurry up.
Those 2 timeouts. No need to use them yet.
Rodriguez in the game. Trobel not in the game. This one incomplete for Evans.
Just a little bit behind him.
Incomplete pass intended for Dylan Evans. It's second down.
Clock stops. 2nd and 10. 1:05 remaining. I see Trobel over on the sideline, but has his helmet off. Wind picking up a little bit here to Root Field as the sun peaks behind the clouds. 4 wide receivers in the game. The Blue Devils bring pressure here, though Urena can be very dangerous with his legs. This one he hauls it right side, almost picked off. In and out of the hands of Styles Mitchell.
That pass is broken up by
And he
Styles
could have just, I mean, he's the fastest player on the team, a track star at Central, but man, he could have waltzed in to the end zone.
Different route, but reminds me of the season opener when he had a chance
Yep.
to intercept Joe Fagnano of the
Yep.
Huskies.
Well, that would have been his only one, right?
Well, yes, it would have been his first.
Yeah.
And it was, I think, the first throw of the season for him.
They're down in 10. We're under a minute, 59 seconds left. Urena under pressure. Slight passes incomplete. He tried to knife it into Van Dyke, and now on 4th and 10, Central with all 3 timeouts remaining. The clock stopped, and they're thinking points here.
Oh, my.
Boy, Styles Mitchell.
Oh, he had it and just.
Yeah. You're right. That was pretty close to almost the exact same.
Yeah, it was
play
the
at UConn.
same area of the field. I
Yeah.
think it was a
Yeah.
different route. He came from
Yep.
more of an angle. That was straight down the sideline, and he would have been gone both times.
McGuire gets it off. It bounces at the 40, and Braden Hall runs away from it. Everybody does. Stay away.
All right, 43 seconds,
Yeah.
a lot of time. With 3
Yep.
timeouts,
Yep. Mhm.
could even run.
Yes.
You could, you know what? The Blue Devils.
I like that. I like what
They may run here, and if they pick up 8, 10, 12 or more, they may.
I like what Mercyhurst does when they have Trobel and Rodriguez in the game at the same time.
Yeah.
I would like to see Marcus and Elijah Howard
Yeah.
in the game at the same time. You have Williams
Yeah.
lines up to the left along with Donovan Wadley. Of course, Elijah Howard in the game. That's Sean O'Brien in the slot and Pardo at the bottom of the screen.
How about a little jet sweep with Wadley or
Sure. He wouldn't mind. He looks like he's lining up off sides. He's real close, but he checks. And instead, it's going to be Brady Olson who runs it for the first time. You could use a timeout here. Adam Lechtenberg does wisely with 36 seconds left. Gives him a little breathing room out to the 40-yard line.
Now you want to get, if you're looking for 3.
A little bit of wind. I mean, Hennessy's career long. I mean, he's 0 for 2 between 40 and 49. His career long is 38 on the year.
Yeah, so I would think you're looking to get to about the 35-ish.
Check that. Sorry, 35. 35 is his career long.
I think he can do 40, 42. If you can get in round numbers to around the 35, I think you got a chance. And certainly now you're in a good position. Remember, Central gets the football to start the third quarter. So they've done what they've needed to do here in the last part of the second half. Tie up the game and possession-wise get it to where they're going to have it to end and then lead off the third quarter.
And I'm sure Ron DeGravio's really going to work right now already, getting his defense ready for the second half. There'll be a lot to talk about. All alone in the backfield is Olson. On a 2nd and 3. Throws it over the middle.
He had
incomplete for Sean O'Brien. But again, that's a if Cleary is in the game right there, I mean, those two have been so
a little more in sync. But
and
it was double covered.
Clock stops. 33 seconds left. Still can use the middle of the field with 2 timeouts remaining on a 3rd down and 3. Absolutely. Yeah, but I'd say use the middle of the field or even hand it off. And they do. To Elijah Howard, who's got a 1st down and more. He leapfrogs the defender and gets to the 47-yard line.
Elijah Barkley.
My heart was in my throat on that one. Yeah. Well, everybody seems to do that now, right?
Well, yeah, Barkley does it backwards, which makes him still unique.
Trevor likes that, being an Eagles fan.
All right, 2nd timeout used by the Blue Devils, so they get the 1st down.
Yep.
And 24 seconds. And again, you're at the 46. You need about 20.
Depending on
22, 3 yards.
I
I'd
think you
say.
take a shot though with Paul Marsh or even Pardo, who has good size.
Some deep routes. Once or twice, or you know what I like? I like
I know what you like. You like ice cream.
Yes, I do. We've been together a long time, folks. We know each other. I like a wheel route by Howard out of the backfield. The play that beat Sacred Heart for the overtime touchdown. Now, he's not in the game. You can run it with Marcus, too. I like a wheel route down a sideline here with everybody else kind of clearing out.
Donovan Wadley is at the top of the screen as the sun peeks through again. Olsen steps up, has time, over the middle. Wadley holds it in at the 35-yard line. The clock will stop. I think you just down it here.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then run another play or two.
Down it right here. If you're Olsen, you would think. Boy, 10 seconds left. Oh, no! Picked off. Olsen is going to have to make the stop. Olsen does with 3 seconds left.
The pass is intercepted by Chris Thompson.
So the pick,
Miscommunication.
they were trying to get a quick one
The
for
receiver.
about 20 yards.
Watch the receiver.
Was it Pardo or?
I couldn't tell.
Hey, give credit to Brady Olsen for making the tackle.
Yes. He,
So
well.
with 3 seconds left.
Oh. Wow. Now they're going to try now again. This.
A field goal.
Yeah. Well, you've only got 3 seconds.
Yeah. Well, you could throw it into. Look, hey, watch out for a fake here, by the way.
Well,
I mentioned 38 yards
yeah,
is the career
this
high.
is his max, really.
Yeah.
40, 42,
Yeah,
something
Matt,
like that.
this is his max. Max,
Max,
Young.
Yeah.
And I think Central, they
Wow.
take a timeout here.
What a turn. I don't know whether it was, I don't know who the receiver was. I see an 8 in my mind.
It was
but-
either Pardo or Sean O'Brien. I think
Yeah.
It might have been Sean O'Brien.
But they were looking in, and the
Yep.
pass was thrown to the outside, and the receiver was about 2 yards up the field from the throw. So it's clearly one zigged when he should have zagged, whichever one it was, the quarterback or the receiver. And the miscommunication could be very costly. I think it is, regardless of whether this is made or not, because I think the Blue Devils had a real good chance to get some points.
Max Young, redshirt freshman from Bracefield, Ohio. 6 for 9 in field goals this year.
A little wind against him.
Yep, 38 is his career long. Well, spotted at the 31, and it's blocked, rejected. Can the Blue Devils do it? Ball is still loose. Hot potato. And downed at the 35-yard line. Looking for a scoop and score.
Well,
what a turn of events at the end of the first half. And there are no flags, I don't think, on the play, are there? Let's see.
there should
Before
be
everybody
well,
leaves, that should be the last play of the first half. Teams have not left the field yet.
No, it can't end on a defensive
Yeah.
penalty.
Right?
That's it.
Yeah, but that should be the end of the half. Yes, okay. Oh, wild one here in New Britain.
We did all that, and nobody has an advantage.
Let's see it again here, Mark.
And the Blue Devils just come
Yeah,
flying up the middle and from the right
that
side.
was close to an offsides looking at the replay, wasn't it?
Well, I think that's what Mercyhurst was thinking about. It certainly sends a message, though, if Mercyhurst late in the game is going to try a field goal.
I was going to use the Mark Robbins line right there. Oh, no, they didn't. Oh, yes, they did. But the ball, I know, 2 or 3 Blue Devils had a shot at it.
And you could see they were thinking
Yes,
scoop
of
and
course.
score. They realized
Yeah.
the situation, just couldn't pick it up and control everything, which is not, it's not easy to do.
No. Ask Braden Hall.
Oh.
You had to say that, huh? You did. Here comes the New
Oh,
Britain.
no, you didn't.
Here comes the New Britain High School marching band. Hopefully they can get everybody out there in this 20-minute halftime. But, yeah, we've had a crazy one here. in the first half in a game with major implications for both teams, especially the Blue Devils, as they try for their second consecutive trip to the FCS playoffs. Central will get it when we begin the second half. Halftime at a Root Field tied at 21. Blue Devil football, NEC Front Row, and the On the Run app.
This is awesome, bro. This is what the Devils thrive in.
Lily, say hi to the camera.
The LIU Sharks are champions.
Central Connecticut, they win the NEC. There is Paquette, and she somehow beat the shot clock with a scoop. Oh, what a move by Malachi Davis. The Seahawks' first ever NEC Women's Indoor Crown. And the goal for the NEC regular season title. It's Lemoyne.
LIU has done it. Back-to-back championships.
The Cougars have won the NEC championship.
With FDU Knights, absolutely perfect.
It's time for the NEC Fast 5, the top 5 plays from the past week in NEC sports. Number 5, Lemoyne's Shakai Sanders daggers Niagara on this circus shot off the dish from Shiloh Jackson.
To Sanders, he's fouled the shot off glass, and good!
Number 4, St. Francis's Alex Dinatis curls in this shot in the NEC men's soccer semis.
What a shot!
Number 3, NEC Player of the Year FDU's Arnaud Rabase Guillamon scores after a nifty two-man passing game with Victor Labitte.
On a long-range shot, and he scores!
Number 2, St. Francis's Julian Quiroga scores on this absolute laser against LIU.
Looking for the recovery, wow! What a shot!
Number 1, FDU's Jaime Barbero scores the golden goal to give the Knights their 10th men's soccer title.
Barbero! FDU is on top!
There you have it, folks. Those are your top 5 plays from the past week in NEC sports.
Hi again, everybody. I'm Paul Dottino with the NEC Notebook, delivered to you by W.B. Mason. Duquesne's Taj Butts rumbled for a career-high 254 yards and 3 touchdowns on 14 carries in the thrilling win over Central Connecticut. He's the NEC Offensive Player of the Week and the national pick by Stats Perform. Butts kept the Dukes' playoff hopes alive with help from Defensive Player of the Week Antonio Epps. The safety sealed the game on an interception in the end zone with 36 seconds to play. Epps also finished with a personal best 12 tackles, including 9 solo stops. And Duke's punter Michael Berarducci is the special teams pick. He averaged nearly 51 yards on 6 tries, including a 67-yarder and 4 inside the 20. Wagner kicker Nicholas Romero grabbed rookie honors. After 2 field goals against Stonehill, he sat 3rd in the FCS with a 92% success rate on the season. Remember to follow all of your NEC news on social media at NEC Sports and on the web at necsports.com.
Central Connecticut State University, ranked the best college by Princeton Review, Forbes, U.S. News & World Report, and the Carnegie Foundation. Come explore and innovate within the dynamic realm of artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. Get the hands-on experience you need at our Community Health Education Clinic. It's all at Central. Apply today. Visit us at ccsu.edu/apply.
Every person, every resident in the state of Connecticut deserves world-class health care. This really is a moment for all of us at Hartford Healthcare. I'm so proud, I'm so grateful to the nearly 37,000 people who work in this health system. Every one of our institutions has an A from Leapfrog. This level of achievement is not only a reflection of their excellence, but of their commitment. It's an indication that wherever anyone encounters our organization, they can expect access to a level of health care that is truly exceptional.
NCAA athletes don't just compete. They make history, representing our nation with pride and excellence. They bring home the hardware. Our college campuses serve as training grounds for the next generation of stars. Catch tomorrow's Olympians and Paralympians on the NCAA Championship stage today.
Kyle Turner here with the Pick 6. It's the top 6 plays from the past week in NEC football. Number 6. Central Connecticut's Michael Trovarelli extends his arms for this go-ahead touchdown catch against Duquesne.
Trovarelli for the go-ahead touchdown!
Number 5. Mercyhurst Camden Lewis catches the fade in the back corner of the end zone.
Fakes the handoff to Rodriguez, corner route, back of the end zone, touchdown!
Number 4. Wagner's Jordan Johnson intercepts the pass and pushes his way into the end zone for the pick 6.
5, 20, 15, 10, and pushed out of bounds, still on his feet, and all the way down the pylon. Is he in? Touchdown!
Number 3. Duquesne's Taj Butts, the FCS National Offensive Player of the Week, goes 60 yards for the touchdown in a big Dukes win over CCSU.
Taj Butts out of here! A go-ahead touchdown run!
Number 2. Robert Morris's Ethan Shine bulldozes through defenders on this 14-yard touchdown run.
He'll get this one, breaks past the initial tackle, keeps the legs chopping and shines into the end zone.
Number 1. Mercyhurst Brian Troble cuts back, shows off a burst of speed, and breaks a tackle on this 53-yard touchdown run.
Troble green in front of him. Troble to the 15, the 10, down, he scores!
There you have it, folks. Those are your top 6 plays from the past week in NEC football.
This is awesome, bro. This is what the Devils thrive in.
Lily, say hi to the camera.
The LIU Sharks are champions!
Central Connecticut, they win the NEC.
There is Paquette, and she somehow beat the shot clock with a scoop.
Oh, what a move by Malachi Davis! The Seahawks' first ever NEC Women's Indoor Crown.
And the goal for the NEC regular season title. It's Lemoyne. LIU has done it. Back-to-back championships.
The Cougars have won the NEC championship.
With FDU Knights, absolutely perfect!
is what the Devils thrive in.
Lily, say hi to the camera.
The LIU Sharks are champions.
Central Connecticut, they win the NEC.
There is Paquette, and she somehow beat the shot clock with a scoop.
Oh, what a move by Malachi Davis! And the Seahawks' first ever NEC Women's Indoor Crown.
The goal for the NEC regular season title. It's Lemoyne.
LIU has done it. Back-to-back championships.
The Cougars have won the NEC championship. With FDU Knights, absolutely perfect.
It's time for the NEC Fast 5, the top 5 plays from the past week in NEC sports. Number 5, Lemoyne's Shakai Sanders daggers Niagara on this circus shot off the dish from Shiloh Jackson.
To Sanders, he's fouled the shot off glass and good!
Number 4, St. Francis's Alex Dinatis curls in this shot in the NEC men's soccer semis.
What a shot!
Number 3, NEC Player of the Year FDU's Arnaud Rabase Guillamon scores after a nifty two-man passing game with Victor Labit.
On a long-range shot and he scores!
Number 2, St. Francis's Julian Quiroga scores on this absolute laser against LIU.
Looking for the recovery. Wow! What a shot!
Number 1, FDU's Jaime Barbero scores the golden goal to give the Knights their 10th men's soccer title.
Barbero! FDU is on top!
There you have it, folks. Those are your top 5 plays from the past week in NEC sports.
Central Connecticut State University, ranked a best college by Princeton Review, Forbes, U.S. News and World Report, and the Carnegie Foundation. Come explore and innovate within the dynamic realm of artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. Get the hands-on experience you need at our community health education clinic. It's all at Central. Apply today. Visit us at ccsu.edu/apply.
A root field, halftime winding down. 30 minutes to a championship. For one of these schools, or both, technically, if Mercyhurst gets the win, they would tie the Blue Devils and maybe a couple other schools at 5-2 in conference play. But we are tied at 21 right now with 30 minutes to go as Mercyhurst and the Blue Devils played a very entertaining first half. Bruce, a record-setting first half for Elijah Howard as he becomes a 1,000-yard rusher on the season. 102 yards on 9 carries, 11 yards a carry. A couple of touchdowns for Elijah Howard as the Blue Devils run for 119 yards but give up 187 on the ground in just 16 carries.
Yeah.
And for the Lakers.
That's carried on from last week in the Robert Morris game.
Right, Brian Trobel, 11 carries, 132 yards, including a long of 63. He's got 2 touchdowns as well. He and Howard putting on a show on the ground, while Adam Urena is just 9 of 21 for 70 yards total. Brady Olson, 14 of 23 with 1 interception, 112 yards, 1 touchdown for the Blue Devils. Donovan Wadley with 4 catches, 5 from Trovarelli. Michael Trovarelli has the touchdown reception for the Blue Devils. Elijah Howard and Damani Williams each with 3 catches in the first half. And Evan Van Dyke with 5 catches, leading the leading receiver for Mercyhurst. Again, Blue Devils struggling a little bit to stop this Mercyhurst offense, especially on the ground. 37 plays for Mercyhurst, 257 yards of total offense. Blue Devils with the same number of plays, 37 for 231.
You know, we talked about the running game and Taj Butts, what he did then to him. He had a 29-yard touchdown run. He had a 57-yard touchdown run and a 59-yard touchdown run last week against the Blue Devils. So, yeah, the emphasis will be for sure to stop the run. And a big play missed by Styles Mitchell, right? A chance to a pick six, but he makes up for it a little bit with the blocked field goal at the end of the half, which would have gave Mercyhurst, if successful, a 3-point lead. But we're locked at 21 right now, and Central Connecticut will get football to begin the second half. And I've talked about it a couple times, and I was over talking for some old Blue Devils, Dan Siracusa, Sal Cinerino, not old, but, you know,
I'm going to tell him you
people
said
who
that.
coached here and played here and a couple others, and they really, we all agree, they really, really miss Peter Cleary, who's actually warming up right next to Brady Olson behind us, catching passes for him. I mean, the miscommunication between some of the tight, at the tight end position right here has been huge after Cleary came off that career game, 111 yards last week. Just we do not have a tight end with a reception in this game. I know Sean O'Brien, I believe, has one, but yeah, it's big, I think. All right,
I agree with you.
We're going to start it a little early here. They wiped the clock out with about 30 seconds left, and Jaden Turner and Donovan Wadley deep for the Blue Devils. Let's see if we see a little trickery. They almost pulled it off. And again, look out for the onside kick as well. But it's end over end, and Turner's backing up, and he's going to let it bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So Central, for the first time in this game, either team did not have a kick return. Central will start at the 25-yard line, tied at 21. Bruce Beal, Mark Robbins, NEC Front Row Crew, a title and a berth to the FCS playoffs on the line for the second straight year. Of course, the Blue Devils played URI last year in the first round and were defeated in Rhode Island. If they could pull it off here in the next 30 minutes, where will they end up if they're able to win this game today? Handoff Elijah Howard. Micah Heck with a nice block, and Howard able to get a couple of yards. Mark mentioned it, a solid first half again. Elijah Howard going over 1,000 yards, 102 yards right now, or after that 2-yard gain, maybe 104 yards on the afternoon.
You see Elijah just put his head down and just get what he could. Always playing with max effort every play.
Recognized it, yep. Olsen, quick one, over the middle. Trovarelli. They hook up again, this one for 10 yards. And a Blue Devil first down. Trovarelli, solid first half. 5 targets. That's his 4th catch of the afternoon. He had that 15-yard touchdown reception as well.
And he has, again, just become a primary source of passing yardage for Brady Olson.
Yeah, more than a slot receiver, right, what we thought he was going to be when the season began. Here's Elijah Howard trying to find the edge. Not a lot of room. He's pushed out of bounds into the Mercyhurst bench.
He does a good job just to pick up a foot, maybe. But he could have been caught 2, 3, 4-yard loss. He was able to just get to the edge before getting out of bounds.
Joe Crafassi at the bottom of the screen. Paul Marsh Jr. at the top. Ball on the left hash. No gain on the play. That's Trovarelli in motion. Rolling right, Olsen. Looked like he was trying to set up a screen. Instead, he goes over the middle for Trovarelli, who leaps and makes the catch down to the 32-yard line. Boy, Olsen did a great job selling that one, Mark. I thought he was going to try to set up a screen for Howard, but Trovarelli again.
And Trovarelli, again, getting past the corner, he blows right by the corner, and the safety is late in coming over. He gets past Adonis Marshall.
This one a little behind Trovarelli, but he hauls it in for about 5 yards, stays in bounds.
He was in the slot in motion and came right up the seam, and Marshall, the corner on that previous play, let him go, and the safety was too late coming over.
He and Crafassi both exit after a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 inside the 30-yard line. Howard waiting for blockers, lowers the boom and gets to about the 21. Going to be close, depending on the spot, and he appears to have the first down.
And
yes, he does.
You know what I really like about this drive is the offensive line has come out with a real purpose, run blocking nicely. They give pass protection. Olsen with time to make that throw up the seam to Trovarelli a couple of plays ago.
3 minutes gone by, third quarter. Blue Devils on the move, just outside the red zone at the 21. Marcus in the game. Nice hole and a 4-yard pickup for Donovan Marcus. Second leading rusher on the team coming in. Does have 3 touchdown runs, Marcus.
What a solid opening drive this is for this third quarter.
5th carry for Marcus on the afternoon. Wadley in motion. They fake the handoff to him. Looking for Williams, who's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. Believe that was Damani Williams or Donovan Marcus, but it was hauled in for a Blue Devil touchdown.
Great execution. They had Wadley. If they had given him the football on the jet sweep, he might have been able to turn the corner and get in, but still a great executed play by the Blue Devils.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry about that, Mr. Marcus. Marcus. The 6 and the 0. Looking like, doesn't matter. Blue Devils score on the hookup to Donovan Marcus for the touchdown. And for Marcus, that's his 3rd touchdown reception mark of the year. So 3 touchdown runs and 3 touchdown receptions for essentially the backup running back.
And the Blue Devils, again, getting the running back involved, coming out of the backfield, and open, great play call, spreading out that defense and finding, a guy wide open. What a way to come out of the locker room.
Yeah.
And a championship half at stake in this final game of the regular season. And the Blue Devils, boy, they grab all the momentum to start this third quarter.
Marcus, a 17-yard hookup from Brady Olson. 8 plays, 75 yards, 3 minutes, 43 seconds. Second touchdown pass of the afternoon for Brady Olson. Now let's see what Ron DeGravio and his defense discussed at halftime. I'm sure a lot of it was stopping the run.
Should be pretty fresh. I mean, this Blue Devil defense did come out for a couple of plays. Well, one play at the end of the first half, the blocked field goal attempt, but we've had a chance to rest now.
Going into the half, Mercyhurst had it for a little over 3 minutes more than the Blue Devils. That one taken by Woods, who is upended at the 15-yard line. Nice job by the Blue Devil special teams on that one. So Mercyhurst with not great field position to begin their first possession of the third quarter.
Big opportunity to continue to grab the momentum by the Blue Devils here. A defensive stop would do a lot to, really. Styles Mitchell a little too fast.
Yeah, so Styles, didn't see the flag.
No.
Well,
now the Blue Devils have to kick off from the 30.
Just another little thing that, just attention to detail.
The Blue Devils have the breeze in their favor here in the third quarter.
They'll have to kick, at the back, right, as we begin the third quarter, as you said. They'll have to kick it off from the 30 now. Woods back there with Jonathan Askew. Woods creeping up to the 10-yard line. You're right, Mark. Wind at the back now. This one in the direction of Askew at the 12 to the 30, and that penalty is going to cost the Blue Devils.
Yeah, about 27 yards.
Styles Mitchell in on the end of the tackle, but just
returns the kickoff for Mercyhurst.
just a mental mistake. After, a beautiful, beautiful drive, right?
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Styles
indeed.
Mitchell, one of the fastest, the fastest player on the team. Went to Xavier. Had a chance for a pick six. Now, also, Styles got to be careful that they don't do a little hitch and go on him also after he gambled. Remember, that's what happened at Dartmouth when during the Dartmouth game. He got burned down the right sideline after he almost had a pick. Oh, the first sack of the game for the Blue Devils back at the 40-yard line.
Oh, and a flag, Bruce, that comes out at the end.
I see a Blue Devil on the ground.
I don't know if it's the Blue Devils getting too excited or.
Well, if that's the case,
if
then
there's frustration from Mercyhurst, we'll see it's one of the two. It might go against both. May have the old offsetting. If the Blue Devils are lucky, it's offsetting. I think.
Here we go.
After the play was over, personal foul.
Yeah.
Number 55 of the
Oh, they finally got one to go their way.
Second down.
That's a 15-yard penalty,
wow,
right?
On top of the sack,
Yeah.
a dead ball
Yeah.
foul. So a loss of 3 yards on the sack and then 15 on the personal foul. Holy smoke. Back to where the original kickoff, well, not quite. But,
Yeah.
But certainly second down and about 23.
Oh, a little flip pass goes to Taylor Wright Rawls.
Clifton Thompson rode him down.
Taylor Wright Rawls. 9 catches on the year. And his third rush of the year. That goes right as a rush.
No, that's a pass.
That's a pass because it flipped it up. Yeah,
it was forward.
Yeah, so this is big here. You got to stay away from the penalty here, Mark. Third down and a lot. 26. Urena over the middle, caught.
Yeah, but only half the yardage.
Yeah, that's down to the 41-yard line. Hauled in by Wright Rawls. And you would think, without question, here comes the punting unit. Yep. Braden Hall heads back for the Blue Devils with 9:45 remaining.
Well, the punting unit has not come on.
No, they're always late. I've noticed.
They are?
Yeah,
Okay.
I noticed it last week too, watching the game. Garrett McGuire to punt. Braden Hall, he's punted it low most of the time, and he's punting into a wind here. This one's another low one, and it takes a Blue Devil bounce. A lot going on as the ball's going to be spotted at the 32-yard line. And Braden Hall, I think he's just trying to make sure that nothing goes over his head at this point. So 1st and 10, Blue Devils at the 32 with a 28-21 lead. Nice job by the defense because the Lakers had pretty good field position.
Yeah, really
after
good.
The penalty.
The sack and the personal foul really took away another breath from Mercyhurst. And now can the offense build upon its lead and success for the Blue Devils?
They'll start with Elijah Howard, and he'll start with an 8-yard gain and maybe even more as he spins and wins out to the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on that carry. So 118 yards now in the afternoon mark for Elijah Howard.
And they run over the right side of that line. Isaiah DeLoach doing a nice job up front.
Elijah last year in this game when they played
same play right
Mercyhurst, right up the gut. Elijah had 169 yards on the ground on 27 carries, averaged 6.3 yards per carry in last year's game.
Something tells me they want him to top 200 today.
No, I don't think they care if he runs backwards right now.
I think they want to
as long
chew
as
up
they
the
win.
yardage.
Yep.
They want to chew up the yardage.
The clock, yeah, absolutely. Wadley in motion. 3 times. Is it a charm? Elijah Howard has the first down and more. Out to the 36-yard line. As you would maybe see Donovan Wadley come on, Marcus, into the game. Elijah Howard is not going to get a break. He's going to line up.
I mean, go with the hot hand.
Yeah, you'd worry a little bit about fatigue here and losing the football. After that first down run, Blue Devils have it at the 36. That's Wadley in motion. They fake it to Howard. Looking for Wadley. Olsen's under pressure. He eludes the defender and just throws it away. Boy, he could have picked up a few yards on that one.
Yes, he could have picked up 3 or 4 more yards, gotten out of bounds safely.
And I was watching Donovan Wadley down the middle. He had a step or two on his man, but it was right there, and Olsen had to move to his right. Yeah, he probably could have had a couple more yards.
Yes, he could have. And I think he just kind of threw it away.
Clock stops with 7:28 remaining, and Marcus back in the game for the Blue Devils. He just caught that touchdown pass on their last drive. And he's going to get a run. He lowers the boom to the 36-yard line. Solid run of about 5 yards on that one. Trovarelli comes back in for Micah Heck. Well, actually now Sean O'Brien, number 88, enters the game for the Blue Devils.
Blue Devils running right where the blitz was coming from.
3 wide receivers at the bottom of the screen. That's O'Brien also with Trovarelli and Paul Marsh. Now O'Brien in motion. Olsen looking right, down the right sideline, intended for Marcus.
That was the wheel route, Bruce, but it was covered very nicely.
Yeah, the Blue Devils are going to go for it here. Sorry, Mark. Blue Devils look like they're going to go for it, or at least
be about a 50-yarder.
I know, but, punting isn't a horrible thing either at this point, right?
Well,
with a 7-point lead.
And again,
we'll try to draw them off sides now. Here we go on 4th down. Howard to the right now, empty backfield. Olsen looking over the middle, and it's almost picked off. Pass intended for Howard, incomplete, and the Blue Devils turn it over on downs, up 7.
Well, that pass play, a quick release from Brady Olsen, but it was behind Wadley. Just the timing all off as they try to get it to Howard out of the backfield.
Well, Blue Devil defense did a nice job on their first possession that Mercyhurst had. 1st and 10. Lakers at the 31-yard line. Bruce Beal, Mark Robbins, the NEC front row crew. In the final game of the 2025 regular season for both these teams. Definitely for the Lakers. Here comes the blitz. Jack Stahl. And nice job by the Blue Devils after about a 4-yard gain. Yeah, they've had problems containing Brian Trobel, 132 yards rushing in the first half. He picks up 5 yards. Eric Jackson brought him down after that 5-yard gain.
A little bit of tempo now for Mercyhurst.
I don't know why. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I'd feed Trobel. They do. And the Blue Devils are ready this time.
Well, if you and I knew it was coming.
Yeah. Center is Sean Mora. He ran right up the middle. And we got another 3rd down. Lakers 3 out of 9 this afternoon on 3rd down. Trobel remains in the game. Taylor Wright rolls at the bottom of the screen. We haven't seen Urena use his legs yet. Over the middle. Oh, what a grab. holding on nicely was the tight end that time, Camden Lewis, the freshman from Meeksport, Pennsylvania. And he did a nice job holding on to that one.
Yeah, got hit right over the middle, but, you know, a fairly safe pass play.
And we mentioned
pick up the first down
a few times in this game. Urena, the grad student, is only 5'9".
Which leads me to believe that, I mean, we're not standing next to him, but usually all heights are inflated a little bit.
Uh-oh, Trobel up the middle. And after a 6-yard game, he's brought down. Man, he hits the hole quick, doesn't he?
And that mid-run, that middle trap has worked well against the Blue Devils, worked really well last week in the Duquesne game as the Dukes ran it. And then this several times we've seen it for 10, 12 yards by Mercyhurst.
And give credit to the Mercyhurst, the Lakers offensive line. Give them 6 yards on that one with 4:10 left here in the third quarter. A pitch, Trobel. Maybe 3 yards on the play to the 46-yard line. It's going to be about a yard short of the first down. Has to get to the 45.
Blue Devil pursuit that time. Running wide has not been a real issue for the Blue Devils to contain. It's the quick hitters up the middle that they've struggled with.
And they'll line up Trobel in the Wildcat. Look where the quarterback's lined up. Now they shift again. And Trobel has it. And he's gang tackled at the 33-yard line.
And you wonder, you see Uranus take.
It's just a lot.
Looks like he's going to take the snap. Now he's over the guard, but or behind it in the pistol. But he is pretending to get the snap, preparing to get the snap as well.
And there's a lot going on in that offense, and a lot of times when there's so many moving parts, it can lead to mistakes. But you can see they're so good at it. 1st and 10, the 32, 2:50 left, third quarter. Into a bit of a wind, go the Lakers. They fake the handoff. Pass is hauled in by Davison, and Davison leaps to about the 5 where he's whistled out of bounds. Let's see, they say he might have went out at the 11. Yes, he did. So it'll be 1st and goal at the 11-yard line for the Lakers.
Well, a deep corner, and he beat Christopher Jean to that sideline. You see Jean trailing it, and then trying to tightrope, stepping out around the 11.
That was a nice throw into the wind, too,
yes,
by Urena. Trobel to his right. Fans trying to make some noise here at a Chillier-Root Field. Into the end zone. Caught for a touchdown. Taylor Wright Rawls. Makes the touchdown reception, his first of the year. And an extra point will tie the game at 28.
He boxed out, had the position on Chris Jean, and what a throw from Uranus. Only person that was going to catch that was Wright Rawls.
Urena, that drive looked like a first team. We all know Brady Olson most likely is. But, Adam Urena, and we knew he was a pain in the neck. We talked about it with Adam Lechtenberg yesterday. He's had a terrific year, and it continues. Ties the score at 28. We'll take a quick break. 2 minutes left, third quarter. Blue Devil football, NEC front row in the end of the run out.
This is awesome, bro. This is what the Devils thrive in.
Lily, say hi to the camera.
The LIU Sharks are champions.
Central Connecticut, they win the NEC. There is Paquette, and she somehow beat the shot clock with a scoop. Oh! Oh, what a move by Malachi Davis! And the Seahawks' first ever NEC Women's Indoor Crown.
And the goal for the NEC regular season title. It's Lemoyne.
LIU has done it. Back-to-back championships.
The Cougars have won the NEC championship.
With FDU Knights, absolutely perfect.
All right,
Adam Urena hooks up for the 11-yard touchdown pass to Taylor Wright Rawls. First touchdown pass of the afternoon for Urena.
Are you expecting something here, Bruce?
Not an onside kick, I hope. I don't know. Let's see. It's going to be Jaden Turner out to the 30-yard line, down the left sideline. Pretty good field position. I thought that one might have gone out of bounds, but Turner did a nice job, as he's done all year long and last year. Led the league in kickoff returning yards.
Update from the Yale Bowl. Third quarter, 9 minutes to go. Yale leads Harvard 38-14. And early first quarter at Robert Morris, scoreless between Colonials and Duquesne.
All right, high-scoring affair here at a Root Field on what started out to be a windy or raw, rainy day. Elijah Howard almost fumbled the handoff from Brady Olson, and the Laker defensive line, terrific job that time.
Yeah, that bobble, I think, cost him a little bit of space.
Made sure he had to secure the ball.
Yeah.
That drive, by the way, 8 plays, 69 yards. 4 minutes, 37 seconds for the Lakers to tie the score. And the Blue Devils are thinking that there should be encroachment called on
Mercyhurst late to the pointing game. They start pointing 15, 20 seconds after the Blue Devils. The couple of flags. Here's the call.
Offside.
There you go.
Number 6 of the defense. 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Jonas King, the graduate student from Mount Pleasant, PA. It's an experienced Laker team, also 19 seniors on the team. They were honored last week up on the lake. One place we've never been to, right? Mercyhurst. I mean, we've been to Pittsburgh a bunch of times.
Yes.
But Coriopolis or Moon Township or whatever you want to call it in Pittsburgh, Duquesne.
No, we have not been to Erie for a game. We've been, of course, Altoona, and Loretto.
Think there's snow in Loretto right now?
Yes.
$1:15 left after that 5-yard penalty. 2nd and 4. Close to a first down. That was Williams, the receiver.
Looks like you got it. Paul Marsh Jr. making a nice block to make sure Williams was able to get the yardage for the first down.
Nice job by the freshman from Englewood, New Jersey, Damani Williams. 9th catch of the year. The Blue Devils will at least run one more play here before the end of the third quarter, as we're tied at 28. They've got the wind at their back. Olson eludes the tackler. That was a designed run for Olson, and he's going to lose a yard. So they may run one more play. I mean, with the, well, again, the wind is kind of off and on. They're going to wind it back up.
They don't have to.
Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe you take a shot here. Although the flag is stopped moving. Joker Fossey comes in, trips to the left. With 10 seconds left here in the third quarter, do they run another play on 2nd down and 11 from their own 44? They will. And it's going to be Elijah Howard waiting for blockers. He gets a hole. He barrels into the defender. And Elijah Howard picks up about 8 yards. Man, he lowered the boom on Braylon Beckwith, the sophomore from Canal Winchester, Ohio. They met head-to-head. Boy, not a great spot. And Blue Devils will have a third down on their first play when we begin the fourth quarter. Tied at 28. Blue Devil football, NEC front row in the On the Run app.
It's time for the NEC Fast 5, the top 5 plays from the past week in NEC sports. Number 5, Lemoyne's Ja'Kai Sanders daggers Niagara on this circus shot off the dish from Shiloh Jackson.
To Sanders, he's fouled, the shot off glass, and good!
Number 4, St. Francis's Alex Dinatis curls in this shot in the NEC men's soccer semis.
What a shot!
Number 3, NEC Player of the Year FDU's Arnaud Rabase Guillamon scores after a nifty two-man passing game with Victor Labit.
On a long range shot and he scores!
Number 2, St. Francis's Julian Quiroga scores on this absolute laser against LIU.
Looking for the recovery, wow! What a shot!
Number 1, FDU's Jaime Barbero scores the golden goal to give the Knights their 10th men's soccer title.
Barbero! FDU is on top!
There you have it, folks. Those are your top 5 plays from the past week in NEC sports.
All right, Blue Devils and Mercyhurst tied at 28. Elijah Howard, another solid game.
150 yards on 17 carries. That's 8.8, an average carry with a long of 39 and the 2 touchdown jaunts that he's had.
Big third down here. Third down and a long 3 as the Blue Devils move right to left. Brady Olson, the quarterback. Delayed handoff to Howard, and they are ready for that. At midfield, he's brought down. Donovan Wadley upset in the secondary. He was one-on-one with Chris Thompson, and I think you have to punt here, Mark.
I do agree with you, and the Blue Devils do send the punting unit on.
Well, yeah, Donovan Wadley's got some stuff to say to Brady Olson because he really wanted the ball. I mean, basically there was nobody in the secondary. It was just Wadley and Thompson. All right, big punt here. Braden Black is deep. Bonini, the lefty, gets into it. Black calls for a fair catch, fumbles it, but gets it back at the 12-yard line. They're going to mark it. Nice job by Bonini for the Blue Devils.
About 4.5 minutes into the game in Pittsburgh, and Duquesne has a 7-0 lead over Robert Morris. Again, if the Blue Devils do not win this game and Duquesne wins over Robert Morris, Duquesne will tie the Blue Devils and get the FCS bid to the postseason. Blue Devils need a win or a Duquesne loss.
Adam Urena, the grad student. Gives it to Trobel. Trobel. Fumble. Loose. Who's got it? Still loose. Blue Devil football. Well, if you need your defense to make a play, there it is. They blocked the field goal. Special teams did in the first half to end the half. And they say Eric Jackson is the one who
knocked it
loose.
And we'll see the hit again. Right there. Jones knocks the ball loose from Trobel. Brought up that Mercyhurst on -8 coming into this game in turnovers. They had the pick at the end of the first half. The first turnover by Mercyhurst, a doozy for the Blue Devils.
Let's see if they can cash in here. There's Wadley alone at the bottom of the screen again. Handoff Elijah Howard. They are really paying attention to him. And why not? He gets down to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, he's got to be your first key.
Yeah, and they are really committing to him, though, big time. I keep watching Donovan Wadley looking towards the bench, man. He wants the pill.
He is licking his chops.
Now
let's see what the Blue Devil line can do here. Really big moment for this offensive line.
Krafasi at the bottom of the screen. Wadley in the slot to the left. Howard behind Olson. Wadley in motion. Howard the handoff. Howard driving forward, still on his feet, down to the 5-yard line. He can get to about the 3-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, nice job. Again, that right side of the Blue Devil line led by Isaiah Deloach, the senior from Shelton. In his final game as a Blue Devil, he's one of those guys that Bruce could have gone and literally taken the money and gone to the transfer portal and made some money and decided to stay.
I like a QB option here. You got a lot of room on the near side. 3rd and 3. Olsen fakes. Micah Heck has the rock, and he's short of the touchdown, but he's got the first down. And Micah Heck may have landed on the football and got the wind knocked out of him. But a nice job by Brady Olsen. Yeah, Micah Heck is going to have to see if he stays in the game.
Oh, he stays.
Yeah, I might have landed on the football. We'll see the replay here.
Lost, he for a moment, but good job protecting the football. And here come the Blue Devils.
They mark it at the 1. Howard trying to find the edge. And again, the Mercyhurst defensive line selling out to stop number 7.
And the safety, Braylon Beckworth, the sophomore. Watch him shoot right there, shot that gap, and the ankle tackle is a beauty. That's a big-time play by the Mercyhurst defense.
It's a loss of 8 yards. Well, they're going to mark it around the 8.
Wadley in the slot here, near side, Bruce.
Got to protect the football here, though. You got to come away with points. Brady Olsen fakes the handoff, looking in the end zone for Krafasi, and it's almost picked off. Dropped at the last minute. That ball almost picked off by Adonis Marshall, the sophomore from Massillon, Ohio. As he hit the turf, he couldn't haul it in.
Holy smokes. Little too soft, a little too much air on the touch that time from Brady.
Looking in the left corner.
Marshall had good position.
Yep.
Tough one-on-one. They got Marsh over there again against Marshall.
3rd and goal from the 8. Olsen has time. Over the middle. Caught. Elijah Howard. Touchdown. Wow. I mean, what can't this guy do? And another great job by Brady Olsen.
Well, that play was so well designed, coming out of the backfield, and they clear it out. They have to have Marshall come over. He had to leave Marsh, but it was way too late for him to break his coverage to get Elijah Howard before he got into the end zone.
4th catch of the day for Howard. And Jack Hennessy drills it through. 35-28. Blue Devils on top. Still plenty of time. 11:14 left. We'll stay right here. Bruce Beal, Mark Robbins, our final football broadcast of the 2025 season. But join us again on Monday night as the Blue Devils take on the Pioneers of Sacred Heart. Our old friend Anthony Latina will be back in the house, and the Pioneers off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, knocked off Holy Cross last night, and should be, I mean, it's always extremely competitive between the two universities.
Well, it wasn't last year.
Well.
I was talking with Patrick Sellers about that, and he said the Quinnipiac game that Central played this year reminded him of the Sacred Heart game.
Yes.
By the way,
but you can have those. I mean, you don't want them, but you can take them early in the season. You can take those duds, and you can learn from them.
Which they obviously have. Woods on the return, up the gut to the 17-yard line. So the Blue Devils cash in on the turnover, on the fumble by Trobel.
And solid coverage. Blue Devils are able to keep Mercyhurst pinned inside the 20. And again, in this day and age, Bruce, with the rules and whatnot, to keep a team in there inside the 20, an outstanding job.
That win we mentioned, we'll talk a little bit more about that upcoming basketball. And Sacred Heart 2-3 on the year, but as Mark mentioned, a nice win versus Holy Cross. Here's an end around for Van Dyke, and Van Dyke, waiting for blockers, has a first down.
They gashed the Blue Devils again on first down.
They have run a variety of offensive trickery here this afternoon, which isn't surprising.
And again, you talked about it. This is it for Mercyhurst. This is the final 10-40 of the season for the Lakers. No, can't play in the playoff even as a co-champ. Ineligible for the FCS playoffs right now.
Back to Trobel, 2 hands on the ball, and he's tripped up on first down, gets a yard.
But this still a lot to play for, as we talked about. A share of a conference championship with Mercyhurst with a win would be the quickest NEC team to ever win a football conference title, be part of a championship in its second year. That's why
Sacred Heart did it, I think, in 3 years, right?
Yeah, and Mercyhurst, that's why they're ineligible. They still haven't gone through the transition period of being in Division I football.
Trobel now up to 161 yards on the afternoon. Howard 148. Urena fakes the handoff, throws the pass. What a catch by Davison, who has been terrific this afternoon.
Well, there was solid coverage.
Yeah.
That time by the Blue Devils. DeCavis Preston was right there, but he just went up and the old high point, make the grab.
4th grab of the afternoon for Davison. And Urena, another terrific throw by Adam Urena.
There goes Urena again. He's out flanked wide.
And it goes to Trobel, who fakes the handoff to Rodriguez. And Trobel cuts it back to the middle and gets out to the 35-yard line. And there was a late hit.
Yeah, Rodriguez did a great job. You look at this play again, you see Stoll come right through on the play, but he's picked up by the other running back, Rodriguez, right there. And, Trobel did us a nice job of getting off that block.
Trobel lines up to the left now of Adam Urena. 10 on the play clock. Urena hands off Trobel, tripped up by Jack Stahl, but he's still able to get a couple of yards.
Well, that time Stahl didn't have to deal with the back in the backfield, and he cut inside and made a nice ankle tackle.
Big 3rd down play here, Mark, with 8:10 left here in the 4th quarter, and Blue Devils up 7. Mercyhurst.
It's 2 down.
Yeah, well, most
certainly.
likely.
I mean, they go for it more than anybody in the country.
Yeah, depending on what happens here. And I think they're 1 for 1 or 2 for 2 today?
2 for 2 on 4th down.
1 for 2 on 4th down. Rodriguez gets the handoff. He's got a first down and more, and down to the 20-yard line.
Don't have to worry about 4th down when you're running downhill, as they say. Just battering people. Picked up plenty.
Rodriguez came in 2nd on the team in rushing. Just under 300 yards. A big pickup there, down to the 20-yard line. Averages 3.2 yards per carry, so they went with Rodriguez instead of Trobel. Urena, shotgun. Van Dyke in motion. Urena looks right, throws left, and maybe a little miscommunication there, but good pressure by the Blue Devils also. Nice job by Derek Berlitz, the junior from Catawissa, PA, the West Virginia transfer.
Yeah, he does a nice job getting through quickly, and he put the pressure on Urena.
So Urena looks toward the sideline. And back in the game is Brian Trobel. High snap. Trobel gets the handoff, runs into a wall of Blue Devils. And they give him a yard after all of that. Well, Blue Devil defense is doing to Trobel what Mercyhurst did to Elijah Howard, paying him extra attention.
Yeah, got a key on him. Big 3rd and 9 now.
Rodriguez comes out of the game. Again, probably two down territory here. They do have the wind at their back. Max Young's career long is 38. Urena trying to have the Blue Devils jump off sides there. Play clock down to 5. Do they burn a timeout here? It's down to 2. 1, do they get it off? I guess so, just barely. And this one is almost caught by Trobel, but the throw was low, and it goes incomplete. He barely got that.
The way they were just out of sorts, Bruce. They just weren't. I don't know if they were lined up incorrectly or Trobel wanted to change the alignment, but Urena wanted to change the lineup, the formation, but they couldn't. Not everybody was ready to go, and they barely got it off.
4th down. They're 50% this year on 4th down. As Mark mentioned, go for it more than anybody. Rodriguez comes back into the game. Urena guns it over the middle, through the hands, a little bit behind of Evan Van Dyke, the intended receiver. He got some happy feet in the backfield as the Blue Devils were putting pressure on him. I was looking at number 8 there, Rylan Davidson, because he may have been open over the middle, but good pressure by the Blue Devils, and they take over on downs with 6:10 left. This drive, right now, the drive of the season for the Blue Devils, trying to salt it away here.
And look at the big fellas up front. If they can do their job, Blue Devils, as you can see this replay right through the hands there of Van Dyke.
Tough one to haul in, though.
Look at the big guys up front. They got to control the line of scrimmage here. 3 or 4 first downs are needed.
6:10 remaining, 35-28. Blue Devils up a touchdown. That's Williams in motion. Olsen keeps it himself, running up the middle. Olsen keeps 2 hands on the ball and wisely goes down at the 33-yard line.
He got that signal from the sideline. Get down, like a third base coach telling you to get down.
And you saw him protect the football also, right?
Absolutely.
3 hands on the football.
Great big hole left side of the line.
See if they wind the play clock down with 20 on the play clock, 5:38 left in the game. Olsen fakes the handoff, looking long for Wadley. He's got it. He's been asking for that all afternoon.
Wadley's a little hurt. He's holding his
it might be his leg
side.
Yeah,
he's had to come out, but boy, that ball floating up in the air and
into the wind.
A back shoulder, eventually a back shoulder throw, as it floated to Wadley, and the Blue Devils, I think, catch a lot of people by surprise by that deep throw.
All right, if we approach the 5-minute mark. 12 on the play clock.
Let's see if they could wind it down a little more than they are.
The handoff to Howard. Howard still on his feet. Elijah Howard down to the 25-yard line.
What did Adam Lechtenberg tell us yesterday? He just plays every play as hard as he possibly can.
And now we're going to get a timeout timeout for injury.
Yes,
there's an injured
one of the
Lakers.
I think it's
I think it's Anthony Mackey, the senior defensive back from Carnegie, PA. I'm doing good without my binoculars today.
You are.
Nah, I messed up one. I messed up the 20 and the 6 for Marcus. The Army crawl? Yes, that's what it was.
Our NEC front row crew all over the action today.
And thanks for everything, guys, all year long. Solid.
Best crew in the conference.
Well, the fact that they have to put up with us is
hazard
you know,
pay. All right, let's take a look. Oh, the stats. How about that? 26 carries, 187 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Howard. I tell you, he's going to go over 200.
Easy now. Marcus is in the game. All right, let's see how much of the clock that Brady Olson uses here.
And it started. Yeah,
Yeah.
And they should.
Yeah, well, I know that, but they still have 25 on the play clock.
Run it down.
So they can run it down to almost 4 minutes. But that's really not their MO, right? Although now Olsen.
Now it is.
Yeah. Is going to make believe he's going to change the play. Dollar to a donut. He hands it off to Marcus. Hands off to Marcus. Hanging on for dear life. And let's see if the Lakers use a timeout here with 4:02 remaining. Not yet.
Keontae Hughley with the tackle.
No gain on the play, second down.
Elijah Howard comes back in. Marcus departs. I mean, everybody knew it was going to Donovan Marcus there.
And it'll probably go.
He just
as
did a
they
good
huddle
job.
up now.
Yep.
You'll probably see Elijah Howard.
A lot of room on the left side. Ball on the right hash. Trovarelli in motion. They fake the handoff to him. Olsen's going to put it up. Olsen looking, and wow, a lot of contact, and there's the flag. Pass was intended, I believe, for Sean O'Brien. And a flag down at the 5-yard line.
And I don't think that ball was catchable.
Well, it's because he bumped into him.
Well, he came from over his back. Yeah, I know I said that before, but you'll watch
Pass
again.
interference. Number 22 of the defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Braylon Beckwith, the guilty party.
It's all about perception. You watch it again.
The 15-yard
penalty. He holds him up.
Yep.
And
how about the fact that they put it up there, huh?
yeah, I mean, and then I thought when he was rolling, I thought he'd just, go down and keep the clock running.
Whew. Clock stops. 3:20 left. 1st and 10. Ball on the 10. So 1st and goal. Elijah Howard up the gut. And Elijah on his feet down to the 7-yard line, trying to strip the ball are the Lakers.
Yeah, they came away with it, but he was already
down.
on the ground.
That's a 3-yard pickup, and Mercyhurst will not use a timeout
I was
at this
ask when
point.
do you use a timeout? You got the 2-minute timeout, but the Blue Devils are going to work it down there. If they don't score on this play, it's going to get down to 2 minutes for 3rd down.
And of course, that's what the
Do you
Lakers
even let him score?
No.
No.
Ricky Ortega lines up in the slot. Pardo split to the right as well. Ball in the left hash. That's Elijah Howard to the left of the senior Brady Olson. Play clock down to 2. Trovarelli in motion. High snap. Elijah Howard into the teeth of the defense. And, boy, they blow the whistle when he's at the 7.
They blew it real early.
Yeah.
I thought when they initially blew it, okay, good, because you don't want him to fumble. But then he fell forward 3 yards.
And they're not going to use a timeout here. They're going to let it go down to the 2-minute timeout. I kind of agree with that. You're only saving 17 seconds, but really no gain on the play. Where's Jack Hennessy? I hope he's warming up.
Boy, do the Blue Devils, for their season for a championship, are they going to need a shot of Hennessy?
This is why you
put
don't.
it away?
And this is why you don't let them score here, because there is a possibility they miss a field goal and you get the ball back. So what will happen here is the Blue Devils will most likely run the ball to the middle of the field, right, between the hash marks.
Yep.
Probably Brady Olson will. He'll kneel down at about the 8-yard line. Mercyhurst will call timeout, and the Blue Devils will have a chance to take a 10-point lead, probably with about a minute 50 left.
Yeah,
That's
give
when
and take.
the Lakers will get the ball back down 10
Now.
if the Blue Devils convert. Or Central can score here.
Right.
I mean, do you take a shot?
Put it up? Does Hennessy like the ball where it is?
Yeah, that's a good
So if
point.
it's an incomplete pass, you are okay, because it's certainly within his range. Now the problem the Blue Devils have been a little bit too cutesy at times today. Brady Olson, of course, end of the first half, had that pass picked off, miscommunication. Nearly had one picked off in the end zone a series ago. You got to make sure, you got to make the right decision. Everybody's got to run the right route. You got to make the right throw.
And boy, would you like to have Peter Cleary here, although Sean O'Brien
has
done a nice job in the second half.
Micah Heck just had to come off holding his right arm down at his side, and so they've got O'Brien in at tight end.
O'Brien was the one who got the pass interference call. He's going to line up in the backfield. Look at this setup. Olsen hands it off for Elijah Howard, driven backwards, lost a couple yards. Wow, jeez. Now this makes it like a
about a
30 see where they spot it.
About a 30-yarder, 29, 30 yards. Well, it is in the middle of the field.
Yeah, that's
so
what they want.
that.
I'm just surprised they didn't use, Brady Olson. Maybe just put him under center and move him.
Yeah.
If you put him under center, right there, what'd they lose?
They lost
5 yards on that
4 or
play?
5 yards,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, you put Brady Olson under center there, right? He just takes a couple steps, takes a knee. But look, I mean, they're spotted at the 10-yard line, so it's going to be
27-yarder.
I mean, this is one you got to make, right? He's 4 for 5 this year, Jack
Hennessy. A little bit of wind
is.
against it. Of course, got to block, too. Got to block well.
Central with 3 timeouts left if you don't like what you see here. Yeah, I mean, this is no chip shot. Into the wind. Look at the flag. Well, look at it. This is the most wind we've seen all afternoon. Into the sun. Jack Hennessy. Misses it right. Wide right.
Jack Hennessy's field goal attempt is
Okay. To your point of missing a field goal and not adding to the lead, the Blue Devils now have to turn to their defense to try and lock down a second straight FCS playoff berth and a second straight outright NEC championship.
And that one just fluttered into the wind. And look at the flag now.
Yeah.
Nothing.
All right,
I mean,
Mercyhurst
that's why I almost would have used the timeout right there with the wind blowing the way it was. All right, here we go. 35-28, 1:49 left. Urena pass, caught, and a first down, a little bit more, getting out of bounds, preserving the timeout. Is number 4, Taylor Wright Rawls, the senior from York, PA. A Bryant transfer. Moves it all the way out to the 36-yard line, and this is right up the alley of Adam Urena in this offense.
We have seen this type of game a lot here this year.
Jack Stoll showing blitz. Urena takes the snap over the middle, caught, and just like that, they are in Blue Devil territory. Who else? Rylan Davison hauls it in.
Watch for a double move, and as I mentioned, we've seen this before. Sacred Heart, Dartmouth. We have seen this at a root field, and now a timeout.
Sure.
Adam Lechtenberg has seen enough. Ron DeGravi wants to talk to his defense. The Blue Devils' strength defensively, one of the strengths, is a solid, experienced secondary. Got to turn to that now and also generate some pressure on Urena. First 2 passes, Bruce, pocket has been very clean for him. He's not tall. He needs to get some traffic in there and cause him some difficulty.
He is so good at getting rid of the ball, right, quickly, and he's shown a strong arm. I keep looking at that flag now again.
Yeah.
I mean, really, you hardly ever use a timeout, when you're kicking a field goal, right? But the way that wind was blowing, that gust, and now it's just, there's nothing. All right, they're spotted right at midfield. Again, Central without the services of Wayne Coleman. Concussion protocol. Let's see if that timeout settles down the defense. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts for the Lakers. Down 7. This is Rodriguez running down the left sideline and knocked out of bounds after a 13-yard gain.
Good play call. Blue Devils retreating defensively. Lot of space as they were backpedaling before the snap.
Are they going to call late hit here? They're going to call late hit here?
There's a flag. I don't know what the call is.
It was over. Personal foul, late hit out of bounds, number 19 of the defense.
Yep.
15-yard penalty.
What a huge penalty.
Devon Mitchell, the redshirt freshman from Staten Island, New York. That'll be 15 more. Oh, well, might as well let him score now, right? No.
Well,
$1:24 left.
I'll bring it up in a play or so. I think you might know what I'm starting to refer to if you're Mercyhurst.
Yeah. Go for 2.
Yeah. Would you on the road? Trying to win your first, share your first league title in Division I?
$1:24, 1st and 10. Ball on the 23. Adam Urena. Hands off to Rodriguez. Down to the 20-yard line. And do the Blue Devils use a timeout here? No, they're going to send out the run defense here. See if they stick with Rodriguez or Trobel comes back into the game. That's a 3-yard gain,
Yeah.
2nd and 7.
It seems like when they pass.
And they're taking their time with 55 seconds left now.
Trobel's not in a lot when it's a lot of passing.
Down to 50 seconds. Play clock at 12. 2nd and 7. Urena pitches it. Rodriguez running left side. Tiptoes down the sideline and has a first down with 37 seconds remaining.
A good job on that left side of a very big. We haven't talked too much about the offensive line for Mercyhurst, but they go 300 pounds almost all the way across with only the right tackle, Sam Petros, at 295.
Mayron Rodriguez, a 5'10", 190-pound senior from Winter Springs, Florida. 37 seconds left. Blue Devils by 7. Ball on the 12-yard line. Urena looks left and just throws it low, intended in the direction of Rodriguez.
Bruce, the left tackle, Eugene Ave, is 6'6" and 390.
Yeah.
390. And right now they've put
Braden Black comes into the game, number 14.
another lineman, Blake Hogler. They put him out on the outside, and they've actually moved Avia into guard. A 390-pound guard.
They can get to the 2 for a first down. Urena scrambling, looking, under pressure, and just throws it away.
Well, there's the strength right there, that Blue Devil defense. The secondary clamping down. He had time to throw. Nobody open.
Third down, but undoubtedly 4-down territory here for the Lakers.
How about the drama on the final day of the season? A championship.
Yeah, my watch is going off. My heartbeat's picking up.
Too high?
26 seconds left. Rodriguez in motion. Urena one-on-one just throws it away. A lot of contact.
I'm surprised. I saw shirt. I thought
that was Evans, who really who's been quiet. Their leading receiver.
Braden Hall was right there with him.
Don't be surprised if they go right back to that matchup with Dylan Evans. Really, Davison's had the big day today, but Evans, their top receiver.
Right, and they bring in.
And I'm sure they're going to use a timeout
they
here,
bring
right?
in a big tight end, Colin Melendez, who caught a big first down conversion in the first half. He's 6'3", 240.
So they are going to use a timeout here on 4th down, and the Blue Devils also with 2 timeouts remaining. We'll undoubtedly see what they're all about and use a timeout. So we got plenty of time.
Yeah, and it's 4th and 10. It's not 4th and goal.
Yeah, they can get to the 2.
They can get to the 2,
Yep.
and it be a first down. So, but if you're the Blue Devils, you have to prevent the touchdown. At least the Blue Devils are playing with the 7-point advantage. We'll worry about going for 2 depending on how successful this 4th down play is. And again, 4th down is something Mercyhurst is familiar with. 35 times coming into this game, 3 times today, 38, I believe, the most in the country in FCS football, and they're at 50%.
So it doesn't matter if they were last in the country, they're going to go for it.
Right,
Yeah.
but they're familiar with it.
All right, let's see if the Blue Devils use a time here on 4th and 10. They can get to the 2, and Central will call a timeout as they had really spread it out. Ball's on the left hash.
The Blue Devils had to go man-to-man with the 5 receivers out.
Yep. Now, does Mercyhurst mix it up here and show you a different look?
Well, you can.
Everybody up here, by the way.
You can, in theory, with 1 timeout left for Mercyhurst, you could run the football if you suddenly everything opened up.
I noticed Cliff Thompson has still been in the game during this situation.
So, and he will be there to kind of prevent any sort of, quarterback draw, quarterback sneak, if you will.
Which, again, we haven't seen him do all afternoon long.
Yeah. How about the drama at a root field?
Enough with your drama. The wind
all
is
year long.
The wind
and
is
it's
picked
come
up.
Down to this.
5 wide receivers in the game. Urena all by himself in the backfield. 4th and 10. Urena back to pass, looking in the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for Taylor Wright Rawls. And unless Joe Brsarchik and Herm Edwards are in the building, this one's going to be over.
Here it is. 5 wide. And, Bruce, you said it. They went back to that matchup. Well, they went back to that corner. Different receiver. They went back to that corner of the end zone. And the slot receiver and the coverage by the Blue Devils was outstanding.
Mercyhurst can burn one more timeout if they want. But a couple of snaps and kneel downs by Brady Olson, and the Blue Devils will go back-to-back and go back to the FCS playoffs. 18 seconds remaining, 35-28. Olson, the senior, the UMass transfer, takes the snap. Will the Lakers call timeout? They do not. 10 seconds left. Winding it down. And it's time to celebrate. Adam Lechtenberg gets the Gatorade shower. The Blue Devils storm the field. And for the second year in a row, CCSU are the champs of the Northeast Conference to go back to the FCS playoffs. Congratulations in what was a wild one here at a root field. 35-28 the final. Let's take a breath and come back. Blue Devil football, NEC Front Row and the On the Run app.
Central Connecticut State University, ranked the best college by Princeton Review, Forbes, U.S. News & World Report, and the Carnegie Foundation. Come explore and innovate within the dynamic realm of artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. Get the hands-on experience you need at our community health education clinic. It's all at Central. Apply today. Visit us at ccsu.edu/apply.
A little Queen to bring us back. We Are the Champions is being played here at a Root Field as Blue Devils at midfield get ready to take a photo with their head coach, Adam Lechtenberg, who in his third year has brought 2 championships here. He's handed the trophy by Tom Pinson's, and they do it again. Never gets boring, never gets old, does it?
What a performance all season long. Look at Adam on a big ride on the shoulders of his championship squad. And you know, Bruce, this year, a little more difficult to do it than a year ago with less attention when they were picked last a year ago in the conference.
Yeah.
This year, when people were looking at them to repeat, the Blue Devils come through with a 6-1 conference record in an always balanced and difficult Northeast Conference. Very competitive league. The Blue Devils have gone back-to-back for the 3rd time in school history.
And let's give credit to Mercyhurst, right? Absolutely. They came in here and gave the Blue Devils everything they could handle. I mean, and it came down to the last play, and Mark, I really do think they would have went for 2. All right? I mean, why not?
Yeah,
you know?
I think they probably would have. In the college game, you know, it's about emotion and momentum, and yeah, I think they probably would have, but it didn't come to pass. And again, the Blue Devil defense in the secondary, when it had to happen, they clamped down on those last 3 plays in the end zone, and nobody was open.
Yeah.
And the Blue Devil defense, you know, not maligned, but it had been given up yardage all game long and points over the last 2 games in particular, with literally, you know, the end zone, protecting the end zone, came through and made some big plays.
Brady Olson, sorry, Mark, goes 22 for 35, 221 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, almost 2. But Elijah Howard, 25 carries, 163 yards. He goes over 1,000 yards to join the likes of Naz Smith, Cam Nash, Rob Holloman, Everett Benjamin, James Mallory, Justice Harrison, Corey Harge, Major Cole, Stan House, Jason Zurich, and Harold Brown. So congratulations to Elijah for that accomplishment, but I'm sure he's not even thinking about that. He's thinking about what's going to happen next week. The selection show is when? Tomorrow I believe?
At noon.
On ESPNU.
Yes.
Yes, tomorrow at noon, selection show on ESPNU. And right now, we don't know. There's all kinds of things that could happen, but a lot of people obviously here, including the local media, right?
Well, sure, we would love that.
Want to see the Blue Devils take on Yale, who right now
is up. Yale leads Harvard 45-28 with about 12 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. 17-point lead for the Bulldogs over the Crimson.
A lot of celebration going on here. I'm sure it will continue in the parking lot and most likely at Elmer's after the game. I got to meet a lot of the parents in the parking lot this year, and I think I needed to use the payphone at Elmer's one time, so I had to go in there and use the phone. Yeah, so I ran into the parents there. So maybe that'll continue.
Why wouldn't it?
Yep. Well, listen, NEC, hey, thanks to everybody, obviously, but we'll see you on Monday.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. We'll be talking about a little bit about this win and the matchup that the Blue Devils will have 6 days after Monday.
7 o'clock game, right?
Yes, against Sacred Heart at Dietrich Gym. Old arch rivals.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk to Anthony before the game. We won't have any, most likely it'll be Lenny or whoever has a scout. Doesn't matter. But, yeah, that'll be fun on Monday night. Thanks again to the NEC Front Row crew. Thanks to Chris O'Connor and his crew. Thanks to you, Mark Robbins, for hanging in there with me.
And you, Bruce,
all right?
always fun.
It was
and a
great.
Privilege.
What a year. What a year. What a way to end it. The Blue Devils going back to the FCS playoffs. They'll find out who their opponent is tomorrow sometime. Watch it on ESPNU at noon. They're going to tell you they don't care who they play, but I know a lot of people would love to see them play Yale, but who knows. All right. For the Northeast Conference NEC Front Row crew, from my partner Mark Robbins and everybody who helped us out this year during the football season, this is Bruce Beal saying good afternoon from a root field. Again, the final score, your Northeast Conference champion Blue Devils 35 and the Mercyhurst Lakers 28. Until Monday night from the Dietrich Gym at 6:45. Good night, everybody.